I bought my first property at 19 and I'm now 33 years old. Ouch. Today I'm going to talk about the biggest timeless lessons that I've learned on my property investment journey spanning over a decade. Number one, never repay your mortgage. Never pay it off. And I know I'm going to get so many people going, why are you giving this advice? It's not financial advice, it is my opinion, everyone. Leverage goes a long way, and not paying off your mortgage 100% goes off against conventional teaching. Listen, it's the UK, English, American dream, if you like. Pay off your mortgage, it's great, I finally own the house. When it comes to investing, this isn't always the smartest option and can actually be a surefire way to ensure you don't scout and you don't add success. Paying just interest on your mortgage, for example, can be uncomfortable when you're not used to thinking of it that way, because most of our personal mortgages are repayment. And owing the same amount at the end as you did at the beginning has a level of risk, but you need to remember that the risk is mitigated by the very reason you invest in property in the first place, and that is capital growth or inflation. Inflation is your friend. Number two, time in the market always beats time in the market. There's always change in regulations, economy, Labour versus Conservatives, and there's always a reason maybe why now isn't the best time. I'm so grateful that I started doing this at a young age. I became a millionaire at 25, and it's really not because I'm special or super talented, because I got into the market at the right time or hacked anything. It's because I got in the market. I started investing and I stayed in the market. I didn't make excuses. I had an appetite for risk. I didn't panic and sell when the market went down 5%. And you have to have this to be able to invest in property. Yes, understanding like the 18-year property cycle and elements of that made it easier or simpler. But the quicker you start investing in property, the better it will be in the long run. Remember, time in the market, how long you're in the market will always be timing the market. And capital growth is king. Embrace the power of the snowball effect. Number three, understand the difference between investor and landlords. Property landlords make a lot of decisions in the general running of their properties themselves, whereas investors, they delegate. And remember, you're outsourcing effectively and getting other people to do work, which is ultimately what you're trying to achieve by investing in property anyway. Delegate out your decisions and focus on your time. Put a value or a cost on your own time. And this will really help you decide whether you're a landlord or an investor. There is no right or wrong with this. I guess it's personal preference, but it baffles me how many people will get involved in a refurbishment themselves, for example, just to save a couple of £1,000 when they could have spent that extra time with their family or other people. And honestly, I wish I learned this a lot sooner. And by the way, if you ultimately want to outsource everything, then you can do that by just putting portfolio in the comments. I'll put a link and you can click it. This is for people that have the money to invest, have a long-term vision for property, but they don't have the time or inclination to do it themselves, and we will do everything hands-free. Click the link in the description, book in your free one-to-one call. A few years back, I realized the value in shifting to an investor mindset, and I developed my hands-free property portfolio building service. And ultimately, actually, I was my only client for quite a long time. And I loved it. And then we got better, we started scaling, we started doing it for other people. And so I'd love to have a chat with you and we can partner up on some deals. Number four, property investment is an investment. And investing comes with an element of risk. You need to be prepared that it may not go your way every time. It's challenges, right? You're dealing with bricks and mortar. And you need to manage your emotions and not have an emotional reaction. The chances are you'll make the situation worse for yourself and just damage relationships. There are many times that I ended up emotionally reacting to something, and this could be when a vendor was going to pull out, an agent was winding me up, the solicitor didn't do what they were meant to do, and it really just had a negative impact on what I was trying to achieve. And so emotions or negative emotions never positively add. And the reality is property is such a long-term mindset. So you will become a net worth millionaire in property if you buy and wait. So what's the point panicking and worrying about things that cost hundreds or even a couple of £1,000s? Keep your emotions out of it. And this goes with buying the property as well. So many people, they go, I wouldn't live there. I'm not sure. I really want a property where there's this. It's like, but you're not living in the property. The person living in the property isn't looking to invest in the property or buy the property. They have chosen to live there. This is why they want to live there. And so focus on the economics. Number 5, and this is the final one, price is what you pay, value is what you get. So many people, and I did this in the early stages, I focus on the price of something. How cheap could I get it? And I didn't really think of the value at all. So I'd end up buying shit properties with shit tenants or shit vendor situations in a shit area. That was a lot of shit in one sentence there. Just a lot of crap. But I got 20% off the price. And it's like, problem is with those properties that I incidentally still own, they haven't gone up in value. And so I celebrated that 20% discount and then got zero value over the next 8 years. Whereas there's loads of properties now that I bought 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago that I'm refinancing and they've gone up 50, 60, 70. One property gone up 113% in just 8 years. And I paid market value for the property. And some investors would go, that's crazy. No, it's not. Price is what you pay, value's what you get. And so for me, if you can follow those 5 things, you'll be really successful. Number 1, never pay off your mortgage. Number 2, time in the market beats timing the market. Number 3, investor versus landlord. Number 4, respond. Don't react emotionally. Go in with your head. And finally, price is what you pay, value is what you get. And if you're ready to take action, but maybe you don't have the time, the emotional capabilities, or the knowledge to do it yourself, but you've got the money ready to go and you're ready to scale up your portfolio, put portfolio in the comments. I'll put a link in the description and book in your one-to-one call with my team. We're looking forward to helping you scale that portfolio. By the way, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit subscribe and the notification bell. I put out property investment videos every single week to add value to your property career.